Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, color me not surprised. The surprise would have been if it was different. Guys, I bring you this. ICPC begins probe into alleged fraud in management of C-19 funds and palliatives. So now they've started looting the pandemic money already. Of course, no surprises there. Of course, if they were not looting it, that would have been the surprise. So the headline again, ICPC begins probe into alleged fraud in management of C-19 funds palliatives. So now let's now find out now what GBT is going on this time around. The Independent Corruption Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, said on Thursday it had commenced an investigation into the alleged corruption in the management of the C-19 funds and palliatives. The Commission's Director of Operations, Akeem Lawal, who disclosed this during a virtual meeting of stakeholders titled C-19 Funds Management and Monitoring, said the ICPC was probing alleged fraud by some participating public institutions in the release and distribution of grains from the Strategic Food Reserve. Others include alleged infraction in the procurement of C-19 palliatives and logistics and community enlightenment activities. The ICPC official also accused some state governments of using the C-19 pandemic to financially exploit the local government councils. According to him, there were also cases of diversion of C-19 logistics and contingency emergency funds into personal accounts. Lawal said in all cases of infraction, culprits will be investigated and prosecuted. He added that the ICPC was monitoring the distribution of money and food under the Conditional Cash Transfer Scheme and the Home School Feeding Program. He said the Commission's intervention in the C-19 fund management was pursuant to its corruption prevention, enforcement, and public sensitization mandate. He stressed that the aim of the intervention was to ensure transparency and accountability in the utilization of the funds as directed by President Muhammadu Buhari. So yes, no surprises there as I started off with, and I don't think anybody listening to and watching this video would feign any surprise at hearing this, that they have started to loot the C-19 funds. Of course they will loot the C-19 funds. Is it not Nigeria? What were they appointed into office to do other than to loot? They are only doing their job. Do you know how much money they spent to get elected into the positions, or the amount of bribes they paid to be appointed into the parastatals that they are now occupying, and you are now asking them not to take bribe and not to loot money? Don't be stupid. Of course they are looting the money, but the palliatives for the pandemic is really what they are looting now, which is quite disheartening, but of course not surprising. Conversations in the comment section, they steal everything in Nigeria is the upshot of it. I've actually heard narratives of this sort of houses where they live room by room, and somebody is going to the bathroom to have his bath, and then he puts the bucket of water down to go and get something from his room to come back, and they will steal the water. So they steal everything in Nigeria. So them now stealing the palliative funds is really not anything that comes as a surprise to anybody. Come share thoughts, but before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Then come tell me if you are surprised to hear that they have started looting the C-19 funds in Nigeria in the comment section. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section right here. I say peace.